We had a deal. I get to be there when you take him down.
I'm not going to kill him. I'm gonna make him wish he was dead.
Prometheus knows who we all are.
He knows that I'm the Green Arrow.
I know everything. Who you love, who you trust, who you've hurt.
Evelyn, why?
This city needs to be saved from you.
Hey everybody, Oliver versus Prometheus Fight Night going down next week, so let's break it down. I also have some news about live action Teen Titans, and there's a new round of the Flash Ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter that Flash Ring giveaway is just be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. Make sure you click that bell to enable alerts so that you don't miss out on anything. If it wasn't clear before, it is definitely clear now that that is Worf doing the voice for Prometheus, Michael Dorn, which I totally love, and he's speaking so much more now. They kind of threaded that into the season. Like first we heard him say he was Prometheus. It almost didn't sound like Michael Dorn, but the more he'd speak in recent episodes, like it just absolutely confirmed it. Like you could not deny, yeah, that definitely sounds like Worf getting ready to crush someone.
I told you to stay away from the Green Arrow.
I don't work for you.
And the Green Arrow found me. You kidnapped his protege.
So the whole theme of this trailer is kind of the theme of the first half of the season. This is the mid-season finale. So they're closing down the setup of Oliver being the villain of Arrow Season 5, at least in the eyes of Prometheus and now Artemis, because you basically see Prometheus here just trying to torment him because of something that he did in the past. Like Prometheus was created because of something that Oliver did in Season 1. Now we know it's because of the list. It looks like he's in some broken down office building, so maybe this is in the Glades somewhere. It just sounds like Prometheus was related to or had a business in the Glades. Maybe he was tied up in the undertaking or had family members tied up in it that was going to make the city better. At least Merlin and his cabal thought that that would make the city better, but Oliver wasn't having it. And then for the next couple seasons, we had all-out assaults on the city. Like things almost got worse. So even though people like Artemis only started hating Oliver recently, Prometheus has been in training this whole time since Season 1 to do what he's doing this season to Oliver and his friends. So I like the way they cut this, where they splice Prometheus in, like he's secretly watching everyone, where they're walking, like you see his reflection pop up next to Oliver. You see his shadow pop up next to Felicity's boyfriend, kind of throwing a little bit of water on the idea that he's Prometheus. But when you look at him here, hunched over this table cleaning his weapons, he has a giant back. Like he looks like a huge dude, which makes me want to cross a lot of people off the list. And I know that Colton Haynes has a pretty big back. Like he's pretty jacked, but I don't think he's this big. He's not bigger than Stephen Amell. So even though I'm not expecting Kovar, Dolph Lundgren from the flashbacks, to be the villain of present day, I feel like this person is from Star City. Prometheus is somebody from the city that Oliver trashed while he was trying to save it. Kovar is just one of the few people who is big enough to fit this profile here. Whoever he is, he's meant to be more than a physical match for Stephen Amell, and they're going to have a badass knockdown, drag-out fight. It's the mid-season finale, so they save the biggest reveals. Like if you remember, Deathstroke was revealed in the mid-season finale during Season 2. Ra's al Ghul almost killed Oliver. Now he is going to have it out with Prometheus. So even Stephen Amell has been posting pictures from behind the scenes of some of the stunts that they're going to be doing. But you Young Justice fans out there will look at this Artemis storyline, her betraying the team, and think about Sportsmaster stuff going on. Prometheus is not her father. They did explain how long she's been working with Prometheus. It has not been this whole time. They said it was around episode 6 where the team found out about the list. It was between act breaks, and they all got super pissed off, and it almost seemed like Team Arrow was going to break up. That was the moment that she decided to work with Prometheus. So it hasn't been for that long. Young Justice Artemis was the daughter of two villains, Sportsmaster and Huntress, so she rebelled by trying to be good, but they kept pulling at her, trying to get her to turn on the team. So we might see some flip-flopping from Artemis. She wants to believe in the team. She's not completely evil. She just thinks that Oliver is evil. She says, the city needs to be saved from you. Big shocking twist. So there are a couple different ways that could go down. One, Oliver could convince her that he's trying to do the right thing and she'll come around and rejoin the team eventually. 2, she'll be the tragic character that Prometheus will kill just to torment Oliver, so that's one more body on his conscience. Like Prometheus says, he doesn't want to kill Oliver, he just wants to torment him to prolong his sorrow as much as possible. So look at this freaky chart here, then look at Mr. Terrific getting his ass handed to him. Like, he doesn't look like he's dead, it just looks like Prometheus puts him in the hospital. And then look at the chart again and see the big X through Quentin. So I know that makes it seem like he's dead, but it's probably just Prometheus putting him down for the count. So you see all these other people he's going after. I would not be surprised if there's at least one major death before the end of the season, and I think that Artemis is at the top of that list. So let me know in the comments if Prometheus ends up killing anybody that's on his list here, like his reverse version of the list. Do you think that Artemis is going to be the one to get the shaft? But even though that sounds like a bit of a bummer, it's going to get pretty crazy now that we're moving into the back half of the season. That moment in the big crossover episode, the Arrow 100th episode from last night, where Oliver saw all those shadows, saw Tommy, saw his parents, saw Roy, they were reassuring him that he was a good person, doing the right thing, giving him that bump he needed to continue his mission, the path that his father set him on with the list. Like, it all started with the list on the island. It's just that Oliver's methods have changed over time, not the mission. The mission is the same. So what I'm expecting is less indecisiveness from Oliver. Like, he's fully committed. He knows he's doing the right thing, so he's just going to hard charge Prometheus and throw down big time. So if you or your friends haven't been watching Arrow this season, now is the time to jump back on, because we're doing Talia al Ghul in the back half of the season, and Laurel is coming back with some big twist. I have no idea what it's going to look like. They've only said that Laurel is coming back, she's alive and well. They didn't say what the twist is, or what that's going to look like, or what the dynamic with the group is going to be, or if she's going to be doing Black Canary stuff. In Artemis dying, I know that would be a bummer for live-action Teen Titans potential, but just to talk about that, so Andrew Kreisberg, one of the big producers in this Arrow universe, he's mostly working on Supergirl, but he also created the Flash TV show. He kind of runs both shows. He is like a lifelong, hardcore Teen Titans fan. Like, when people ask him what his favorite title is, it's always Teen Titans. So the fact that they have most of the Teen Titans or even Young Justice cast means that they'll probably try to develop something like that in the future. They're all about the big team-ups now. They get double the ratings when they do stuff like this, so it makes sense they try to do something like that when Arrow eventually goes off the air. But let me know, you guys want live-action Teen Titans? They have the Hall of Justice now, so they have to do Teen Titans at some point. And for those of you that keep asking about the TNT live-action Teen Titans, they were originally developing a Titans show. That died last year, so it's no longer in development at TNT. The people that were working on that aren't working on it anymore, meaning that it's free for other people to turn into a show. But the other really cool thing that just happened, I'll talk about this more when we get more information, but Warner Brothers and DC Comics is working on a digital subscription service like HBO Now just for DC Comics movies and TV shows. Now they're talking about animated stuff, they're talking about the live action movies, they're talking about stuff like the CW TV shows, but because they're just starting to make Young Justice Season 3, it's going to take a little while to finish. What they might do is use that digital subscription service to launch that. So at some point in the future, in the next year or two, you'll be able to subscribe to a digital subscription service that is just comic book stuff. And on the flip side of that, Disney is thinking about doing the exact same thing with Marvel and Star Wars content. So I feel like a lot of people pay a bunch of extra money just because they want that one channel, like you just want HBO or you just want to get the comic book stuff. Eventually you'll be able to do that without having to spend a ton of extra money. So next I'm going to try and get that Rick and Morty Season 3 video out. Then we have the last night of the crossover on Legends tonight. So that video will post tonight. If I don't think I'm going to get Rick and Morty out, then I'll just post that tomorrow. And there is some Spider-Man Homecoming stuff that's coming tomorrow, so get hyped. I'll remind all you guys about that when I post my Legends video later tonight. While you guys wait for that to post, you can click here for my Arrow 100th episode video, and you can click here for the trailer for next week's Flash episode. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.